Okay. So this video is how to make a good PowerPoint. I'm going to go over just a couple things that'll make your PowerPoint look appealing and visually easy to read. So one of the first and main issues that a lot of students have when making a PowerPoint is the text. You want to keep your text as simple as possible for easy reading. You should only write the key points you're trying to talk about on each slide. You don't want huge paragraphs of text. You only want to emphasize what you're talking about on each slide. Use the slides as an outline to what you want to say so that it helps the reader follow along to your presentation. They shouldn't be reading your entire presentation off of a single slide. It should just be a simple guide and emphasis on the points that you want to talk about. To do this, bullet points are the best way. They are helpful, but they should not extend past 3 lines. You shouldn't have a bullet point that is an entire paragraph. They should be short, to the point, usually only 1 to 2 sentences long. In addition, the font type should actually be legible. This sounds like a strange thing to say, but certain font types actually blend in at a distance. You would want to use a sans serif font style, which is something such as Arial and Calibri, which don't have these little ticks at the edges. So something such as Times New Roman is very good on an essay, but it's not good on a presentation due to the fact that it has these little ticks on the end that can actually bleed together. It can make an I look like an L, it can make a T look like an F. So what you want to use is an Arial or Calibri so it has these nice clean cut edges so that people can see it easier at a distance. It's just a small change to a presentation, but it can make a big difference when presenting. So here's an example of a good and bad text use. On the left is a good example. It uses bullet points. It's clear, it has all the points, only has one font type, and it's very short and to the point. Very clear and concise. On the right is a bad example of font type and use. One, it is in Times New Roman, which at a distance would be very hard to read. It is also in a huge paragraph. It distracts the reader from what I'm actually wanting to say as they get really busy trying to read the paragraph while I'm talking. So this is very bad. It does nothing to keep the viewer's attention when they're paying attention to your presentation. So you want to be using short, clear bullet points versus large paragraphs of text. This is such a simple thing to go over, but colors. Colors are important to a presentation. You don't want just a black and white PowerPoint that gets boring after a while. However, there are certain ways to use color that make it look good versus bad. Colors need to be easy to see. They shouldn't blend into the background, such as this first example, where you use similar colors and makes it hard to read. However, they should not be such opposite colors that they clash and hurt the eye, such as green and red or orange and bright blue. You want them to use color as accents or emphasis. This can be really well done on pictures or just on single words that you want to put emphasis on. This is an example of good versus bad use of color. On the left is a good use as we only color certain words. You can easily see each of these different colors on the white background. It's used for emphasis. As you can see, I'm only coloring certain words such as good, emphasis, accent. In addition, I added a little picture up on the right-hand corner, which provides additional color. Over here on the right, I'm using really horrible colors on the white background. I cannot read this. This actually hurts my eyes to read, and all this color is not necessary. All you should do is be using really simple colors to make your presentation pop, but not to harm it in any way.